wear now black suit and red tie with white shirt. But look at the civil servants before and look at them now. What a great change. Now, this is all them. Backland agriculture, other palm has kicked off and is doing well. We are producing Imo palm oil now. This is a Konanko, which I introduced, a Konanko, which became our good morning. This is Ezimo presenting the uncle to me. And this is the rice farm. For the first time, Council of Ministry of Agriculture will produce the first Imo rice, which we ate during the last December. This is Imo fish poultry in agriculture section. These things were not mentioned, but I bet this will produce this is Socom here with Imo smoked fish. Socom, we have to bring the remaining cartons back to me. Now, transport-wise, gentlemen, look at the new taxis. Imo now has a character. Before, if you shoot a movie, like one journalist said, you can now say this is Imo State. Imo has changed. And these cars were used to replace Keke. We have bought buses to East Transportation and several of them. And these are the buses. Now in the health, this is our health at your doorstep when we're campaigning for blood pressure and blood sugar. Now this is 27 General Hospital in all the 27 local government. This is one given to Air Force. This is immunization. This is our Abuja liaison office, which was started with Isberu. We completed it and we are not in any rented premises, whether in Owerri or Abuja. This is Imo Chief Sambakwe House, built by this government. In empowerment, gentlemen, we have given youth millionaires, I told you about youth millionaires, 305 of them. This is Ministry of Happiness in Action, making sure they're happy. This is the women, 3,500 women that got empowered. Then let me tell you about First Lady. God bless my wife and bless what she's doing. Look at her, touching the lives of the widows and building houses for them. Over 272 bedroom houses built for these people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, may I stop so far because of want of time? And may I, at this point, congratulate all of you for a job well done. God bless you. So I'm ready for questions now. Thank you. If any. Please, can they come and sit down? Those for the...
Any gentleman, go up.
Who else is coming with him? Why is the nation
going up is Chief Innocent Igwe, the NUJ chairman, Imo State chapter. With him is Ndidi of the Nation newspaper.
Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker, SSG and Chief of Staff, I stand on the already established protocol for want of time. I think we have heard a lot from His Excellency this evening, and from the look of things, Imo people appear very happy to have had a litany of achievements, projects, so many of them within a short time frame of 7 years. Your Excellency, I would have loved other journalists to ask some of these questions, but let me lead as the chairman of NUJ. Probably when I ask one or two of such questions, my colleagues will queue in from there so that we'll have a variety of questions so that you can answer them. Your Excellency, I want to ask you this question, which might look simple, but again, Imo people would like to know, so much has been accomplished by your administration, so much projects, some of them can be valued at billions of naira worth. But looking at the coffers of the state, we don't seem to have this money within the state. So, how have you been able to weather the storm? How have you been able to raise money? Did you borrow money? Did you take loans? How have you been able to achieve this quantum of projects within this short time frame? Thank you.
Your Excellency, I want to once more congratulate you as you mark your 7th anniversary as the Executive Governor of Imo State. Today you have actually dutifully enumerated these your very critical achievements that are very verifiable, like my chairman actually confirmed. But we are looking beyond your administration. You actually said that because we know in Imo State there is a tradition. There's never been a seamless transition of power. There's never been this story of continuity. How do you hope to break this record? Producing a successor that will ensure that this program and projects are continued. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Well, thank you, Chairman of NUJ, and thank you, Nation Man. Let me take some few questions, and I guess this is open to everybody, am I right? First, let me take the question of succession plan. I wouldn't categorically say to you here that I don't have a succession plan. I do have, of course. My duty will be to show to Imo people the person I think can continue with these good jobs. But it is left for the people to decide. I can't decide for them, but I would let them know the danger if we do not continue with this laudable project, the consequences upon the people. We're making every effort, and it looks like the state entirely have narrowed down to a candidate, just like you have at national level. We have all narrowed down to President Mohamed Buhari as our presidential candidate. And we don't have any other aspirant in that party. Not that we're stopping people, but anybody who wants to contest should contest. But we, the governors, have endorsed it. For instance, in the same vein here in Imo State, the whole entire local governments of Imo State with the party structures came and endorsed a gentleman presented to me, and I found him worthy. So, we cannot stop anybody from contesting, but it's the people that will speak at the end of it all. It will be my joy. The joy of an existing governor is to see a worthy successor. It will be my joy to see that we have a strong team, not just him, a strong House of Assembly, a strong local government chairman, strong deputy governor, and strong government to be able to continue with this good work. So, 2019 will tell who the people want, but we cannot impose any candidate on anybody. Talking about law, I think this is a very quick question because some of the people who see the project we have handled have argued that we are taking this loan, this loan, this loan. Let me tell you, today as it stands today in Nigeria or abroad, Imo State government does not owe any bank. And I repeat, Imo State government does not owe any bank any 1 naira. Now, what happened was all the states had taken one form